Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological, mental health, emotional health, and coaching paradigm. We do that as often as we can, usually several times per week. Hopefully, we can get to a healthy place in being able to do that more regularly in 2022. That's my goal anyway. A couple weeks into the year, it still hasn't gone exactly the way I'd like, but it's going a little bit better. Please like, subscribe, comment below, and if you're looking for coaching, life, relationship, business, would love to be of assistance to you in that way. So please feel free to reach out wherever we can, and however we can, we'll make something happen there. So this and the ways to do that, just so you're aware, you can reach out through at PO Perception on Twitter and or through this YouTube page. The About Me section will get you the information you need. So, health relationships, what do they require? That's kind of what we're looking at in the next two audios, this one and one more. So adaptability. When you're in a healthy relationship, you're able to adapt to the needs of your partner, and they're able to adapt to you to your needs as well. So the idea there is simply that, adaptability becomes a central figure in your relationship in general. A central figure meaning you are willing to adapt for the benefit of another person. They are willing to adapt for you. And there isn't resentment, there isn't anger, there isn't frustration. There's just a willingness to understand this is the needs that my partner has in this moment. I'm willing to meet those needs to the best of my ability, and the willingness to support the other person through whatever dreams, goals, aspirations they may have. That support doesn't always mean agreement, so you don't have to agree with someone to support them. And this is something that so many people struggle with. Whether it's I want a different career than my partner thinks I should have, or I want to live somewhere someday differently than what's there, or my work-life balance, or whatever. Obviously, for relationships to work really well, we need a certain level of agreement in these things. But it's also imperative that we get to a healthy place of being able to know how to make decisions, how to ultimately, connect on a deeper level with what we're trying to accomplish. And so that can become super challenging in a lot of ways, because knowing how to ultimately be open to accepting another person and open to kind of being there for someone else is important. And sometimes it's harder to know how to do that than we actually anticipate. The next thing to look at is understanding and knowing kind of the nature of trust. So trust is the foundation, and for me, the linchpin. And in the work that I've done with 4,000 couples, it is the linchpin between a successful and non-successful relationship. Trust is so super important for a number of reasons, not limited to the fact that if trust doesn't exist, the relationship will eventually fail. So trusting that a person has your best interest at heart is essential to the development of a lasting, meaningful, and useful and mutually beneficial relationship. And without that trust, the foundation will eventually fall. It will falter. It will fade. It will fall short of meeting needs. It will be something less than what we truly desire it to be. That doesn't necessarily mean that trust can't ultimately become a central part of the relationship going forward, but without it being at the beginning and bequest of the center of the relationship, or being worked on to get there, at the very least, there will be friction, there will be challenges, and there will ultimately be hurt feelings and negativity and all sorts of other unfriendly, unwanted emotional consequences around that as a concept, around that as an idea, and around that as something that we're looking at. So the next thing there is comfort. Are you comfortable with a person? Just, can you be yourself? So comfort is about transparency. Can I be transparent with the person I'm dealing with? Can I be the person who is struggling in a way that matters most, and ultimately getting to a greater good way? And ultimately, you have to be able to see yourself as someone who's capable of doing that. Without having that capability, there's a lot of challenges that come into daily living. And so hopefully this is helpful. I encourage you, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.